Hola a todos, bienvenidos de vuelta a InglishOn. Hoy vamos a enfrentar al monstruo gramatical que aterroriza a absolutamente todos los estudiantes de inglés.
Make versus do. Si alguna vez has dudado si decir I will do a cake or I will make my homework, este episodio es la solución definitiva. Tranquilo, este es un problema universal.
Este tema es difícil porque en español solo usamos un verbo, hacer. En inglés, la elección depende crucialmente de la intención detrás de la acción. Estamos hablando de collocations fijas.
Hoy vamos a darte las reglas nativas que la escuela omite. Vamos a desglosar más de 30 frases fijas. Prepárate para la inmersión total.
Welcome to the lesson. In this episode, we will master the difference between make and do by focusing on 3 essential categories and an extended practice session.
Category 1. Do for action, tasks, and effort. This is the verb for performing something that already exists.
Category 2. Make for creation, production, and building. This is the verb for when you build something new, tangible or intangible.
Category 3. The exceptions. Fixed phrases that you just have to memorize, but we'll make them easy.
Listen very carefully to the examples. We'll be repeating the key phrases multiple times to make sure they stick in your long-term memory. So, B, let's start with do. You said do is for action and tasks. Can you give us a simple, clear way to remember this for the listeners?
Absolutely. Think of do as trabajo y obligaciones. If the action already exists, you use do. For example, your homework. You don't create the task, you perform it. You fulfill an obligation.
That is a perfect explanation. Let's list the most common collocations. Listeners, repeat after us, focusing on the strong verb do.
Do your homework.
Do the laundry.
Do the dishes.
Do the cleaning.
Do me a favor.
Do exercise.
Do business.
Do damage.
Do well/do badly.
Do your best.
Do a course.
Now, let's stop and fix the biggest mistake in this category. B, what is a very common, frustrating mistake you hear related to do?
I often hear, I need to make a favor. No, no, no. It is always do me a favor. You are performing an act of service. Say it with us. Can you do me a favor? Say it again. Can you do me a favor?
Another terrible mistake, confusing exercise. People say, I go to make exercise.
The correct verb for physical activity is always do exercise or do a workout. Say it 3 times, please. Do exercise, do exercise, do exercise. This one is mandatory.
Okay, let's move on to make. This one is much more visual. B, tell us the fundamental rule for make.
Make is for creation, production, or building. If there is a final new product, tangible, like a cake, or intangible, like a plan, you use make. You are generating something new.
Let's list the key make collocations. Listeners, repeat and visualize the final product being created.
Make a cake.
Make a mistake, a new thing.
Make a decision.
Make a phone call.
Make a list.
Make money.
Make noise.
Make a promise.
Make a plan.
Make an effort.
Make a suggestion.
Wait, A, let's dedicate a full minute to make a mistake. This is a massive trap. Why, A, is it make a mistake and not do a mistake?
It's because the mistake is a thing that you create in that specific moment. Even though it's an error, you produce the error. If you translate cometer, the urge is do, but the English fixed phrase is make a mistake.
Let's practice this key correction slowly. Say it 3 times, focusing on the strong verb. A, make a mistake.
B,
Make a mistake. A, make a mistake. Now that we have the rules, let's talk about those tricky fixed exceptions that defy the logic. This is category 3. You just have to commit these to memory. The first big exception is the word bed. We said make is for creation, yet we say make the bed. You are assembling the final product, a tidy, made-up bed. Say it. I make the bed every morning.
The second exception is related to money. We said make for creation, but we say make money, not do money. However, when talking about finance, we say do business. That's confusing.
It is confusing. The difference is making money is the act of generating it. Doing business is the ongoing activity of commerce. You have to learn both.
And the third major exception is with food preparation that is not actual cooking or baking. You don't do lunch, you always make lunch or make dinner.
Now, let's do an extensive shadowing practice. We are going to go through all 30 collocations one by one. Listeners, repeat the full phrase after B. Do not rush.
Do your homework.
Make a decision.
Do the cleaning.
Make a promise.
Do well.
Make a phone call.
Do the shopping.
Make a list.
Do your best.
Make an effort.
Do damage.
Make a mistake.
Do business.
Make dinner.
Do exercise.
Make a suggestion.
Do me a favor.
Make the bed. Okay, great job. That repetition is essential for cementing the vocabulary. Now, let's test this with a fast-paced quiz. I will give you the phrase, B will correct the common mistake.
Listeners, say the correct answer out loud before A says the correction.
I want to do an appointment with the doctor.
Incorrect. You must make an appointment.
Yesterday, I did a mistake on the test.
Wrong. You always make a mistake.
I need to make the laundry this afternoon.
Incorrect. You must do the laundry.
I must do a decision right now.
Wrong. You have to make a decision.
I want to make a cake for her birthday.
Incorrect. You must make a cake.
I need to make some research for my project.
Wrong. You always do research.
You see how quickly the wrong phrase comes up? This is why practice matters. Now, A, let's use these verbs naturally in a final conversation. So, B, what is one chore you absolutely hate to do at home?
Let me think. I absolutely hate to do the dishes and to do the laundry. It's the most time-consuming work I have to do all week.
I agree. Doing the laundry is terrible. I don't mind making the bed, but I always make a mistake when I try to fold the fitted sheets.
That's hilarious. You need to do some research on YouTube to learn how to fold them correctly.
That's a great idea. I should make a promise to myself to watch a tutorial tonight. I really need to make an effort to get better at folding.
Good. And speaking of big topics, what is one big decision you had to make this week?
I had to make a decision about my next job. It was a tough choice. I finally decided to do business with the new company in the city center.
I love that. You used make a decision and do business perfectly. Remember, listeners, this is the final level of English.
Okay, listeners, it's time for your final challenge.
We want you to create a short paragraph about your week using at least 4 make phrases and 4 do phrases correctly.
Describe your obligations and your creations. For example, first, I do the cleaning, then I make a phone call to my mom.
Atrévete a dejar tu comentario. Tu práctica es la clave del éxito.
Ha sido un placer. Si te gustó esta lección de make versus do, no olvides suscribirte a InglishOn.
Dale like a este episodio y compártelo con ese amigo que todavía dice do a mistake. Ayúdanos a corregir al mundo.
Practicar es la clave. Nos vemos la próxima semana. Keep your English on. Ciao.